funny thing about life is that even though whenever we try to stop, pause, relax for a little while, life still tends to go on. We age, we grow old, and unfortunately at the time, we die. But throughout our life, we never really take time to slow down, to really determine how we want to leave our loved ones, what we want to leave our loved ones, how we want to protect them, how we want to care for them, and how we want to make sure that our life burdens don't become their life burdens. So the real question is to ask yourself, what am I going to do about it? Well, study does show that only 6 out of 10 families have life insurance, and just 3 out of 10 families are adequately insured. Now, essentially, this means that 7 out of 10 American families will struggle after the death of an insured because there's not enough money to settle all debts, funeral costs, and so on. Now, see, we often see life insurance as a grudge purchase. You know that at one point or another, it will pay out. The problem is that you can easily pay premiums for 30 to 40 years before you die. So you might be asking yourself if it's worth it. And the short answer is yes. Now, let's assume you're paying $100 per month for your life insurance policy. The average payout at this level for a healthy person in their 30s is around $250,000. Now let's say you decide to save $100 per month instead of taking out a life insurance policy. Assuming that the interest rate is still at a 2% with interest reinvested. And after 30 years, you'd have a little over $49,000. So you see, the figures don't lie. So the fact is that for 2020, it shows that your insurer pays out a lot more than what you'd earn by saving it. Now, life insurance in America is a big business. That said, a large selection of the population is still unable to get insurance. Now, this could be due to health reasons or immigration status. Combine those with the figures of those who are underinsured, we have a serious problem on our hands. Most Americans don't make sufficient provisions enough for their families when they die. Don't believe me? I don't expect you to. The average American will live to a ripe old age of 78 years old. Now, if you go back 160 years ago, you were lucky to make it even to 40. So life expectancies in the United States are doubling. So we're going to have to start seeing an evolution in the way life insurance works. So with life expectancy on the rise, if you were to go back to the year 1950, only 8% of our population were senior citizens. That figure today stands at 16%. And many experts predict that number will increase to 22% by the year 2050. So you see, with the current figures standing the way they are, it's an estimate between 7.6% to 12.4% of seniors currently right now in the United States are earning below the poverty rate. Now, going off those figures, we are set to see those numbers jump. It may not be this year, but it's definitely in years to come. Still don't believe me? Let me give you some more information. The average cost for a $250,000 life policy for a 20-year-old is around $17.82 per month. Now, if you start putting off your life insurance until you're 60, your life insurance cost will be $150.65 per month. Now, if you ask me, that's a very big gap for 40 years in cost. Now, let's also do this. Assuming that both people die at 70 years old, the 20-year-old will have paid a total of $10,692 for coverage, but the 60-year-old will have forked out a total of $18,078 over 10 years. So again, it doesn't pay to put off getting coverage. Now, after all these facts, if you still don't believe me, let me give me 4 more. Maybe that will send a shiver down your spine. The third is the percentage of Americans who fear leaving their dependents in a difficult situation should they pass away prematurely. A third of U.S. households have no insurance at all. A fourth say they need more life insurance. And finally, 7 in 10 households have life insurance. But the one that they lost, their life insurance, can only replace the income for only 3.5 years. So with all this being said, I ask you, please seek out a financial advisor. Seek out an insurance agent. 51% of Americans would rather speak to somebody in person about their life insurance needs and financial needs. We are here to help you, not burden you. So I ask you again, does it pay to have life insurance? The answer is still yes. Hey everyone. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed the video. The facts that I presented in that video are 100% true. They are easily accessible on the internet, and you can find them pretty much anywhere. But the truth of the matter is it's all true. The insurance industry in 2019 saw the biggest hit, and now in 2020 with COVID, it's even an even bigger one. But yet there's still a bigger need for that life insurance. So please reach out if you have questions or concerns with your financial advisor. Talk to your insurance agent. Sit down with your family and figure out what your best course of action is. Don't be too late. Life is way too short for us to live in the what if stage. Let's live in the let's be prepared stage. Again, you have one life to live. Make sure your family's protected. Make sure you're taken care of. And most of all, don't leave anything to chance. See you guys later on the next video.